I'm recording. I literally never know how to intro these videos. It's a new year and it's gonna be full of creativity. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the video. Alright, before we get started with the video, I just want to say happy birthday. What? Happy New Year to each and every one of you, especially those who are in the community and choose to support me day after day when I'm streaming on Twitch. Y'all just fucking awesome. that's all I gotta say for that. Right, so first things first, I just want to talk about 2019 a little bit. 2019 was awesome. I got a chance to make new friends, a lot of them in fact. I met new amazing creators that, I'll be honest, before Twitch I didn't even know they existed, and I got an insight to how a lot of these people work, which is actually quite interesting, just seeing other mentalities to things like social media and things like promoting and whatever and so on and so forth. I also got the chance to DJ one of the largest Twitch community events, and I got to do that twice. That was absolutely fucking mental. First, Twickenham Stadium, and second, underneath Waterloo Station, and both times were amazing. Honestly, Twitch London events are absolutely fantastic, and I cannot thank the Twitch London gang enough just for everything that they've basically given me the chance to do. Another thing that happened is I grew from less than 200 followers on Twitch, and I finished the year with just over 750. A few of you might know from me idiotically saying this on social media that reaching 750 followers by the end of the year, I would do what I call a thought photo shoot. So a friend of mine who's a model, she's already started picking out outfits, and we'll be doing that at some point, so expect that, Twitter. And yeah, the other thing from 2019 is that the Muslim community just keeps on growing month after month, and there is just so many awesome people and human beings that just come into the community. They get to be themselves, and I don't like to be judgmental about other people on my Twitch channel or on my community. So we've got people who are from the LGBT community, people who just like have to deal with a lot of mental health issues and stuff like that, and it's kind of nice knowing that you're not the only person who has to deal with shit, and it's just like this sort of nice support of people who are very like-minded. I'll be honest, when I started Twitch, I never imagined the things that it would bring, like new career options, new friends, an amazing community that I just love and appreciate, because it's just everything since the moment I started Twitch. It's just been almost eye-opening to what I want to do in life. And for the first time in my life, I actually kind of know what I want to do. And actually, I'll take a little moment to talk about that, because funnily enough, back in 2010, when I was doing my options bullshit for GCSE and all that nonsense, I chose options that would be kind of curricular to like something I want to do, but also something that might somehow be useful in the future. So my idiot brain was like, yeah, I'll do music, I'll do media, which I absolutely loved. And then I was like, geography makes sense. Don't know why. And also food tech, which I mean, I guess food tech kind of came in useful because sometimes I do make good food, like the ramen I made last night. But yeah, all my other subjects were, I wouldn't say were useless, but I didn't do so good in those subjects, so they weren't very useful for me in particular. Then came 2011, I started doing air cadets, and my decision back then was like, oh, maybe going into the RAF and being a military pilot would be cool, because I used to love the idea of flying. The idea of becoming a pilot was actually really cool. I still think it's really cool, to be honest. So yeah, like it kind of became my goal to become a pilot by the end of 2012. It's the first time I was in Dubai. I was talking to friends of my sisters out there who were actually pilots for things like, for people like Emirates and British Airways, and like they were talking about how they get to experience the world and how they get to travel and all this other bullshit that I was like, oh my god, this is so cool, this is amazing. So 15-year-old me was like, I'm definitely becoming a pilot. Then I did my first year of college and just threw that completely out the window. I realized how difficult A-levels were, at least to me. And I was like, I'm gonna become a musician, because that's always a good choice. No offense, Dad. So I decided to chase the music route. I did 2 years of college doing music performance and production. I learned a few things about production, not too much, but learned a lot about performance, and that's when I started performing in my band Sicario. A lot of you who have been in the part of the YouTube channel since 2013, you'll probably know of Sicario because I've spoken about them before. Yeah, we started playing live, we started playing around Brighton. It was a lot of fun. I absolutely enjoy it and I miss it a lot, to be honest. But that died down by the time that I was joining my uni years, and when I was doing uni, that's when I decided to go back and basically do the next level from my college course, which was the uni level of music production. This is where I learned how to play with my laptop, play with MIDI, all that bullshit, and create music in my bedroom, basically. That's when I decided to release Feel Good and eventually my 21 EP. And I've got loads of projects that I've got stored, but we'll talk about that later. So I decided to kind of like try and maybe chase the producer route, and then because my band died, so started chasing the producer route, but then realized it wasn't really the thing that I definitely wanted to do, and that's when Twitch started to come into my life in 2018. And again, since the moment I started Twitch, I explored DJing, and again, DJed 2 Twitch London events, and since then I've been learning on the job. I've been getting better and better, and the same thing with streaming. Like I just, every day is a learning curve, at least in my opinion, because you never know what it's going to be like the moment you press that go live button. You never know who's going to come in, you never know if people are gonna subscribe or donate or support you, or if you're just gonna be sitting there talking to no one for 2 hours. Like, you never know what it's gonna be like. But that's why I absolutely love the community that I've built, because even if people can't make it to every single stream, you all make enough effort to at least come in and say hi. And I absolutely love that, because it reminds me that I'm streaming for a reason, and it reminds me that I'm not just wasting my time. And then, yeah, 2019, it was actually the last Twitch London event that I was up on stage with Hayden and Lupac, and I just said to myself, okay, I know what I want to do. This is like, being up on stage is part of what I want to do, but I want to be like Fred and Emily, who are just absolute fucking machines when it comes to everything they do, and they are absolutely amazing, and I absolutely adore everything that Fremley are doing with Twitch London, with their own Twitch channel, on Twitter, just how insightful like they can be about their opinions and their point of view. It's just, all of it is what I think an influencer should be, and realistically that's what my goal would be, like to be in a position where I can see myself as an influencer rather than just some dude who streams and makes content online. So, moving on to 2020, I plan to make consistent videos on YouTube, so you guys will be seeing more stuff on here. It's basically going to be a part of testing my creativity and my discipline, and it's just me pushing myself to do more and like make more, just because it's something that I've been wanting to do for pretty much the last 3 years, but I either never found the time or never found the motivation to do it. So I've got a plan in mind. I'm not really going to go into detail what that plan is, because I don't want to fuck myself over, essentially. So at this time being, all you guys are gonna know is that I plan to make more YouTube content. That's it. I also plan to keep going strong with my Twitch channel, so continue going on growth and making a community where anyone is welcome. That's basically what it's been since 2018. So we'll be doing that non-stop, and I'll also be going back into releasing music online. I haven't released anything since 2018, like I mentioned earlier, and like I said, I've got a good number of tracks that are just sitting there doing nothing. So we're going to be starting with one track that I've pretty much completed called Bliss. So please expect that at the very, very beginning of this year. Please listen to my music. Other than that, there's a few goals that I've got in mind over the course of the year, which I will talk about over the course of the year. I will go into more details in vlogs like this. Part of me going back into doing YouTube is that I'll be doing more consistent vlogging. The content that we're going to be kind of exploring is going to be a mixture of vlogs, gaming sort of montages and highlights from like streams and whatnot, and also doing music covers, because I want to go back into doing guitar covers because those are literally the most fun I have. So the one thing I definitely want to do is want to do at least a vlog a month, so that I talk about the things that have happened to me that during that month. If I'm doing events like Twitch London, I can talk about it then, and I can also talk about sort of goals that I've got set in mind for the following month. It's just in my head, it kind of makes sense to talk about that, talk about those subjects in that manner. So guys, if you're watching this video, you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so that you know when my new videos are up, because again, I'm not having a specific schedule right now. I'm just going to be trying to float through YouTube for a while, and once I can figure out a specific schedule, that's when we'll have a certain day where videos go up. And if you guys want to support me even further, links are down below. Follow me on Twitch. My goal for this month is going to be to reach 800 followers by the end of the month. It would be awesome if we can reach 1,000 followers before the first quarter of the year is done. That means that we need to reach like over 100 followers each month, which I'll be honest, I don't think that's quite doable for me right now, because I'm not consistent enough on Twitch. But again, if you want to choose to support me on Twitch as well, it's free to make an account, it's free to follow. You go ahead, just hit that follow button. Even if you never get the chance to stop by a stream, it helps me out nonetheless. So guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. I went a little bit on tangent, and I spoke about a little bit more than I was expecting to, but it's how my videos tend to go anyway. But thank you very much for watching, you guys, and I will see you on the next one.